Hello everyone and welcome back to Tales of Arise. In the last session, we came here to this space station far away from our regular planets and everything. And we have learned a lot. We have learned a lot here about what's gone on, about who is really in control, about the history of Renans and Dahnans and all that. And it has been very, very interesting. And it is now time to head to Rena and try and beat this greater spirit. Let's have a rest. Even though we just did rest because I didn't realize it was going to make us. But we won't turn down another one.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Dahnans further reason to resent us.
Yeah.
But you still intend to confront this truth head on, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you can't keep that hidden.
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside.
Well, yeah, we saw
but
that.
we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Dahnans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Dahnans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
I love their relationship. They're great. They are very, very good characters. One for Law and Rinwell, and then I guess another for
why'd you
Alphen
call
and
me here?
Shion.
Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before, about whether Dahna's will had been controlling us and all that.
You're good, man. I don't think she's that pissed.
I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
Subtitle said there was some invisible force, but the actual words were might
You really
be.
trust Dahna's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dahna's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Aww.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dahna's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dahna's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dahna's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dahna's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dahna's astral energy inside us...
Yeah, maybe...
Hefric 35 might know the answer.
We're not going back to talk to him more.
But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become.
Nice.
So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dahna's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember saying
Come on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
And now I'm guessing Alphen and Shion. Are we out in the observation
You
deck?
sure you
now?
don't want to get some rest?
Nice.
I
can't.
I'll sleep when I'm dead, Shion.
I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Shion?
Same as you. Still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dahna? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Well, it's a good thing that you got up on that train then, isn't it? Instead of jumping
Alphen,
down.
I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renans Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrect 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renans Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
It won't come to that.
Huh?
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Renans Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything that
Listen,
we've...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Dahnans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
She looks so happy about it. He's promising to murder you if we don't
How
succeed.
I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before. But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shion,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's really hope that it all works out. I really don't want him to have to kill her. I don't think it's going to be that kind of game, right? It's not going to go with the mega, giga, omega sad ending.
Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dahna and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
What great timing!
Is that you, Hevrek 35? You can see us from where you are?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Phasal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrek 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up, did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand. All right, time to get back on
That
the
was
phone
a
lights.
kind of a sudden end to that cutscene. Just like kind of mid-conversation, then it just... Right, and now we're done. Right. Well, that was a cheeky, like, 20-minute cutscene to start the day, huh? But we are ready. Time to go to Rena.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
Let's do it. Oh, it's so pretty. Well, this is desolate.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
Apparently.
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
Yeesh.
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dahna.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dahna is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dahna, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dahna's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
Destroyed remnants. Rena. We are
so this
here.
Is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dahna suffer the same fate. Ever.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
Death?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something.
Snorkeling in the dead. The challenge of a lifetime.
So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renans Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength, it's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renans Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
Bridging the divides.
Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
What do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Dahnan started pressing their own.
Renans, Dahnans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day...
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Cool. Right. Oh, hello, there's 3 ways to go? Oh, I see. 3 teleporters, but 2 are not active, so I guess we can come back here? In we go.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Retirement plans.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Keeping up with the Helganquil.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No, I mean... Wait, you fed us rotten food?
Fuck's sake, Law.
Ringwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
Ooh, what did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle.
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Thinning the herd.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dahna, let alone up in Lenegus.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dahna and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
Sad.
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Cool. Okay. I was about to say, can we take 2 steps without hitting another cutscene? And the answer was no. My goodness. Oh. Hi.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So
Well,
we
we
really are
tried.
being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
Is this going to be as hard as before? Oh my god, how many are there?
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
You're mine! Hey, when did I get so far?
I'm being interrupted.
Ripping you apart! Ignite!
Water, hear my blood and red. Come on,
Rising Water!
Glacial spear. Piercing.
Ruin.
Bruh.
Outstanding form. Hold on to your heart. Bring you down. Here I come.
Eat this! Elusive armor won't
That's
save
my
you!
cue.
Rotating pile driver!
Shut him down!
Do it. Challenge Ringwell. Frozen.
Hammer! I'll tear you apart! Come on, Elusive Slut! Eagle Ray! Burn! Take this! I'm ready! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Swallow Dance!
I'm
ready, too.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Lightning.
Elusive Deity! Rotating pile driver! Eat this! Rising Water! I'm ready!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Okay. Thankfully, they didn't have a billion health like the previous incarnation.
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps.
Yeah, they're really not that different.
However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
Fair
I
enough,
wonder if we're going to
broski.
get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
The Helganquil's legacy.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for?
Helgen.
We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Oh my god. Okay, I do feel like we are past the point where there's too many of these now. Jesus. Onward to the center.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years, no, even before that, just how many people, Renan or Dahnan, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Okay, are we free? It's like, obviously I like seeing the interactions and stuff, but man, there is a lot. A lot.
This one's tough, but we have
52. What level are we now? We are 44 and 45, and they're 52. Holy shit, we are 7 levels underleveled, even after doing all that side stuff. We are 7 levels underleveled for this. Yeesh.
Know if you need healing.
How dare you watch it? Far enough! Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo! Bloody hell won't save you!
sealed, oh fleet of foot. Actually, that sounds more appropriate.
Let's talking more to it.
Rising Wyvern! I'll finish you here and now!
Water, hear my call.
I shall ensure you survive this.
I never miss.
Rip and tear! You're mine!
Eagle will do it. Annihilate.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You are the epitome of brawn before brain.
Thank you. It's mostly a now I'm real mad. Start up! Dragon Shout! Bloody
This one's got your name on it.
But I guess we'll be getting decent
So I
XP from
still
them.
had room to grow.
Oh, actually, that didn't even look that decent. Oh my god, there's more?
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Dahnans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
Nice. Nice, nice. Okay.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
Cool.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
No further! That car's driving me mad!
Here I come! Negative gate!
We got fire!
I've got this.
Reinforcement now!
All yours!
Take this! Negative gate!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Take this! What is this?
Hey, you okay?
I can still do this! Destruction! We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Mirage! You're mine! Burn!
Where are you going? Who wants to die next?
More Dukos?
Keep calm and take them down.
Eat this!
Swallow blade!
They've got me surrounded.
Swallow blade!
Annihilation! Do it!
Destruction!
Demons descend!
Flashing fang!
By the power of flame!
Now I'm real mad!
Take this!
Where are you going? This is in the sky, it's mine! Where are you going?
Eat this!
You're there!
Negative gate!
I'm not done!
By the power of
Lunar Rondo!
finish without a trace!
Talon Hurricane!
You're mine!
Explosion!
You're finished!
Elusive deity!
Swallow blade! You're
Do
mine!
it! Xion, astral energy! Full throttle!
More?
Swallow blade! Negative gate! Rending you
Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Excited! Dragon Tail! Quiver Blade!
Rising Wyvern!
Eagle Assault!
Stardust!
Elusive deity!
Mirage!
No dawn!
Bloodborne!
Eat this!
Legendary Launch! Do it! Xion, astral energy! Full throttle!
Is this just an infinite spawn? Like, is there anything I can do about this?
Eat dirt!
I think I just have to keep going, but...
Still got that long breath! All yours, Kisara!
Steering flame!
Can you take it?
Try harder!
Talon Hurricane! Lunar Rondo!
Steering flame!
Rising Wyvern!
Let the
Lunar Rondo! I have no limit!
I'm on it!
A scream bathed in blood.
Rending you up!
Rising Wyvern! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Mirage! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Steering flame!
Here it comes! More?
How is there still more? Bruh! This is getting ridiculous.
By the power
the wrong fight.
Where are you going? This one's mine.
You're mine.
Lunar corruption.
Swallow blade.
By the power of water.
Rising wyvern. Stardust.
Do it. Kitara frozen. Hammer.
More. Rising.
More?
Lunar rondo.
Inferno punch! Another incantation ruin.
You're mine. Rising wyvern.
Bloody howling!
Destruction.
I'm ready! Goodwill! Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Here's a healing art.
Now. Take this.
Eat this!
Lunar rondo.
I never miss.
Power surges through me.
Rising wyvern.
Water. Here I come.
Elusive deity.
Do it.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
See that?
That training's paying off.
Inferno punch! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Rending you apart!
Rising wyvern.
Bloody howling!
Is that it? Are we done?
Flashing fang!
Holy shit, that was long. Fuck me. Fuck
There's
me.
always room for improvement.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zeugles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think... I have a bad feeling about
Rising
this.
wyvern. You picked the wrong fight.
Gotta try and keep our blue thing up
Going. This one's mine.
now that we've got it. Why is she getting her boost strike back so quickly?
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Like, we just did 3 boost strikes with her in a row in about 5 seconds. I don't understand why it's coming back so fast.
Freeze Lancer.
Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Not him.
Water.
I wish I could draw like you, Law. You wish to learn my secrets, King Nelson? Just nothing. Please, teach me the art of defense. You are Grandmaster Sorry for that.
You are the epitome of brawn before brain.
Eon, astral energy. Full throttle.
Okay, I think we're doing pretty good.
Still got a ways to go.
Looks like trouble with capital T.
Okay, we got this. Eat dirt.
Swallow blade! Swallow blade! Come on, come on! It needs to take this! Swallow dance!
Ignite.
I'll smash you! Allow me to help.
Swallow blade. Rising wyvern.
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Law's
Let
on.
the marksman handle this.
Rise up.
Mega ray.
Swallow blade. Swallow blade. You're mine.
Glacial spear. Here's Evo.
Swallow blade.
Freeze Lancer.
I'm on it.
Prepare to be sealed, fleet of foot. Actually, half the sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Do it. Kisara. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Faith and blood.
Lunar corruption.
Handing you a call.
Enough done. Stardust.
Do it!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Lovely jubbly.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
What does this place actually look like? Okay, just a bunch of doors on the left, huh? Also a ladder there. Grab you. No, the blue thing. No. Please be enemies in here. We need you, blue thing. Oh god, one of those big boys. Fuck me, this is just like a normal enemy now? Alright.
Never miss.
Why not?
Eat this. Come one, come all.
Smash you!
I'm only getting
Rising wyvern.
I'll tear you apart! Take this!
Lunar
You're
corruption.
mine. No escape.
By the power of
Away!
Lunar
That
rondo.
freaking does it!
lightning.
Rising wyvern.
Okay, I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Bonk. And it barely did any damage at all.
Outstanding form. Corruption.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
In a bind? Now you see what I can. I'm just getting close.
Do it.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis. Here's a healing art.
Rising! Stardust! Lunar Rondo!
Something's wrong with me.
You just say the word and I'm there. I can't believe it becomes
Swallow Blade!
I never miss.
Rising Wyvern!
You shouldn't have messed with me.
I'll fix you up.
Miran! You're mine! Rising Wyvern! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Lunar Rondo!
Annihilation.
Swallow damage! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Flute.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
Here I come.
Lunar Rondo!
Glacial Spear. Here's the evil.
Now I'm in the groove.
Freeze Lancer.
Denied! Anything in all that frickin' done!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll fix you up.
Lunar Rondo! Crystal Mine! Stardust!
Into the
Lunar Rondo!
Negative gate!
Mega Ray.
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Take this!
Corruption.
I'm not done!
Do it.
In an instant!
Okay, I can't believe that's just like a normal enemy hanging out in a
We're a
group.
pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
Canine Vest. A vest worn by a legendary dog renowned for its dagger skills. While not intended to be worn by humans, it's probably safe to do so. Nice. Decent upgrades.
Want some equipment?
Let me take a look at it.
Oh god, I don't think we're going to keep the blue thing this time, because we've got to go back through all these doors and stuff. It was 2 doors, wasn't it? Oh wait, no, it was just 1. Never mind. Anything back here? Nope. Oh my god, one of these things?
This one will be difficult to predict.
Corruption.
No further!
Where are you
light.
going?
Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo!
Corruption.
You're done!
By the power of
Demon Lash! I'll smash you!
By the power of rain.
Ignite!
Without a trace. Nothing gets my mind.
now!
Lunar Rondo!
Go away! Soaring
Burning
back!
strike.
Try harder! My turn!
Now put it on!
Steering flame.
No further! Try harder! Not yet!
I'm on a roll
Glacial
now!
Spear. Here's the evil.
Begin!
Stardust!
Quiver strength from the wind!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Downfall.
Bloody
Lunar Rondo!
Look here.
Negative
Take
gate!
this!
Here's the evil.
Now I'm real
Get.
mad!
It's over!
I can carve through armor!
Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
Look here.
Not today!
Talon
I'm out of
Hurricane!
ammo.
Take this!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Boink.
Watch and hit.
Rising Wyvern!
Oh my god, you've got so many hit points. Oh my god, you've got so many hit points.
My turn!
That'll bring you down.
I'm already at half CP. That's kind of worrying.
Another incantation ruined.
Thanks, Isara.
Lunar Rondo!
Reload.
Does it hurt?
Outstanding form. Do it.
Rondo! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from. These structures don't look like...
Anything built by the Renans.
Right, anything over here?
Even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Heaven.
Oh god, big open rooms? I don't know about that one, Chief.
Sometime.
Is it nothing scary? Okay, it's not actually anything scary.
Swallow blade! Never see what I can hear to be let free!
Pierce evil!
Begin!
Insects will stay on the ground.
I'll take this!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Pierce evil!
Rising Wyvern!
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang! Come and face me! Rising Wyvern! Lunarogo! Reflect!
Magna Ray!
Not today!
I'll tear you apart!
Swallow blade! Execution! Now I'm in the groove! Lunarogo!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Strike! You're finished! Elusive deity! Rising Wyvern! Eagle ray! Strike! It's over!
I never miss!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Here!
Mirage!
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Back into the fray!
Rising Wyvern!
Shattering pieces!
Attack time!
Now you see what I
Watch this! Rising Wyvern!
do it!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! My turn! I'm on it! Hurricane! Take this! Slash!
Lunar
And take it! Swallow blade!
Do it!
You!
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Lovely Jubilee.
We are!
Undefeatable!
Unflappable!
Unfazable.
And most of all, we're free!
I have
Yeah,
a
sure,
bad
man.
feeling about this.
Calamity! Burn in hell! I'm on deck!
I do not really love fighting these guys.
Take this! Flash!
Annihilation!
I shall ensure you survive this! I'm Swallow blade! Rising Wyvern! Glimmer dragon! Mirage! Eagle strike!
Pierce evil!
Glimmer dragon! Anything in armor is...
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Okay, those ones were not as hit spongy as the previous ones, so that's something.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Oh boy, hello. The Chrome Gazer.
Our arts are being interrupted.
Rising Wyvern! Prepare to be seen!
Oh, it's an invisible prey.
Careful! Catch some kind of camouflage!
Flash you! Rising Wyvern! Whirlwind Snap! Lunar Heal! Try harder! The flame inside! Dohaline!
I'm alright. I'm still standing.
I'll tear you apart!
In a bind? Let's tear him apart!
Lunarongo!
Getting
Lunarongo!
Here's a healing art!
I have no limits! Talon Storm!
A night primed and ready!
I'll
That'll bring you down!
Attack on the wind! I'm on a roll now! Try
Here's a
harder!
healing art!
Shattering
They might
blade! Swallow blade!
Back into the fray!
Swallow dance! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
What a relief!
Rising Wyvern!
I'm just getting
Lunarongo!
started!
Glimmer Dragon!
Can't get out of this!
You're mine! I'm not done! Soda!
Elusive deity!
Here's a healing
Glimmer
art!
Dragon!
I can't heal you forever!
Lost my focus!
Rising Wyvern!
Burning strike!
Glacial spear!
Here's evil!
Said to be the best motivation.
Take this!
Benediction light.
Fucking hell, he never goes over limit. Fucking have him.
Eagle Fly!
Fucking have him, mate.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Now you're talking!
Mirage!
In a bind?
Inside me yearns to be let free!
Hurricane!
Ignite!
Amazing.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Boop. Lovely jubbly.
There's always room for improvement.
Holy shit, we're down that low already? We're down that low on CP already? Oh, fuck me. Oh, no. That's a worry. That's a real worry. Oh, we do also have 15 60%ers. So that's actually, but I forgot that, I remembered having a bunch of orange. I forgot we also got all the pineapple. So it's not as bad, but still, it's not great. And we're sure going through our peach shells here. But the CP is more important, I think.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way.
Holy Cloak. A cloak blessed with divine protection, believed to ward off evil energy and invite happiness and good luck to the wearer.
And thus...
Who gets a cloak? You do. Lovely jubbly.
our strength yet grows.
Right, so we've done that, we came from there, so straight ahead. Hello, friends. Oh my god, it's another massive one.
Oh man,
Over there.
I hope I live long enough to regret this.
You're mine! Slash! Rising
I shall
wall!
ensure you survive this.
Here I go.
Love not to be able to hit anything, that's pretty fun.
No further! Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I'll thank you. Nothing gets by me. Elusive deity. Begin. Armor roll on. Now I'm in the groove.
Eat them!
Elusive deity. I'll thank you. Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and can't get out of this.
Do it, Sion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Take this! Lunar Rongo!
I'm ready.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
My turn. In my
Water, hear my call! Spread! It's in the sky!
In an instant! Impact block!
Lovely jubbly. Man, there's really not going to be a ton of commentary as I go through here. Like,
the speed and precision of...
I find it hard to come up with anything to say during these battles, partly because it's all the same. Like, you just press the boost strike buttons as they come up, and you press your arts, like, for the rest of the time, and, like, there's not that much to really say, and, I'm also, like, just concentrating on doing it right and everything, so, but, like, because it's kind of battle after battle after battle, yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm not going to have a whole ton to actually
Your aim
talk
is
about
simply
here.
unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me.
This one's tough! Rising Wyvern! You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of this. That freaking does it. A spot of peace, anyone? Now you see what I can do. Far enough.
You're mine!
Elusive deity.
Slash!
Begin.
Rising Wyvern!
Let's tear him up.
Here I come! I'm not done!
Blow away. Take this.
It's over! Try harder!
My turn.
I may be less pleasant than usual.
Wait, when have you ever been pleasant?
Not since meeting you, Law.
I should have kept my mouth shut. Elusive deity. I'm just getting started. Should have met with me.
Benediction light.
Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern! This one's all mine!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Got him.
Rising Wyvern!
Now I'm in the groove! Shattering
Rising Wyvern!
pieces! Attack! Now you see what I can do!
Swallow Blade!
Nothing gets wrong this!
Can't get out of this!
Okay, here I come!
Where are you going?
No dawn shall break this night.
Whirlwind Snap! Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
I'll grind you into dust!
Oh my god, he's so much health, man. There's so much fucking health.
Burn in hell!
Now you're talking!
Here I come!
No further!
I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern!
Here's evil!
Lunar Rondo!
Armor won't save you!
Searing
Here I
flame!
come!
Reload!
I'm not done!
Elusive deity!
Radiant
Lunar Rondo!
Watch this!
Lunar corruption! Back into the fray!
Benediction light.
Heal!
Rising Wyvern!
Have him.
Do it! Dopamine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant genesis!
Hooray.
So that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this is the right path.
Yoink. Heavy treat. Nice. Pretty nice find. Only a quarter of the blue bar left. We're fucked. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, we got it. Nice.
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me! In a bind? Watch it!
This one's mine!
Dragon Show!
Damn it! Rising Wyvern! Burn in hell!
Watch this!
I'm not done!
Heal! I owe you one. Watch it!
It's over!
Double me! In an instant!
Impact Claw!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed ball.
Take this!
Shattering pieces! I'm ready!
Double me! In an instant!
Impact Claw!
Take
Screaming faith and blood.
Rending you a bloody
Do it!
Lovely jubbly.
My exploit.
So this is
are
pretty
bearing
straight.
fruit.
Anything? Oh, fuck, there is. Ha! Go, go, go. Sprint. Oh, hey, teleporter. End of the area, I guess.